Holt, and you name it. Manny Cruz is coming back in the area. Very shortly, the world champion is going to be here. Roddy Piper, Playboy Buddy Rose. Don't touch the dial. KPTV doesn't want you to do that. Stay there.
That's right. We'll be right back with all the action after this timeout. Hear from Tom Peterson.
Tom Peterson.
Under a bevy of security. That's more than one security guard. And he's being greeted by the crowd in the usual manner. And getting into the ring now, Dutch's partner, Don Owen.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. The first event this evening will be one fall. Introducing in this corner, 229 pounds from Los Angeles, Chris Colt. His opponent in this corner, 234 pounds from Dallas, Texas, Brian Adidas. Referee, Sandy Barr.
You'll have to forgive my partner, ladies and gentlemen. Don has been suffering for about a 3-week-long lung ailment, and he's got so many painkillers in him. I don't know what he's doing here. He should be home convalescing, but Don, he's pushing the latter part of 60 years of age, and he's a trooper. He's had lung problems all week, and he has no business being here. Brian Adidas in the blue tights. The black shirt facing us, Chris Colt. Chris Colt's been on the opening match now for about 4 or 5 weeks in a row. If I were him, I'd be complaining and say I'd like to have the second match or something else, change my string of luck. I just got a really neat letter from the Clark County Sheriff's Office.
Are they looking for you or what?
No, they're looking for you.
Uh-huh.
And I wrote and told them where you were.
Oh, thanks, Dutch. Yeah.
So, where do you want your laundry sent? Adidas and Cole are starting things off early this evening with a bang. The fella in the ring in the blue and white stripe shirt is referee, National Wrestling Association official, Mr. Sandy Barr. It says, Dear Dutch Savage, Dear Dutch, because you are so kind in giving assistance and making connections with Billy Jack, I thought you should also share in the thanks. A letter from Mr. Hemphill. Your willingness to assist in making the visit possible is appreciated as well as myself. I know that you are aware that a visit of this nature is of great importance to a person struggling to live. This is a letter from the letter in question is about a kid, a special hospital up in Seattle, Washington. Found out he was having a tough time, and his biggest dream in life was to see Billy Jack. There's Colt pushing Brian Adidas. Colt tries to swing. Misses Adidas. Colt cocks in with the right hand. Anyway, this letter went to the sheriff's office from Donald Hemphill. I want to take the opportunity to express his deepest gratitude for the assistance in getting Billy Jack. Billy went up there on his own hook, on his own time.
I believe that.
Yes, Billy's a very benevolent young man, to visit his son Paul in the Children's Orthopedic Hospital in Seattle. I shall always remember the look of excitement and surprise and total happiness that was on Paul, that's his son's face, when he first saw Billy Jack. Billy Jack talked with Paul for over an hour and encouraged him never to give up the fight against his illness, to eat the foods that were good for him and to exercise his body when he could. I believe that this visit would be an extra push needed to help Paul recover. When I recall the aforementioned expression, I would always be grateful to Billy Jack and the Dutch for setting this thing up. Donald Hemphill. Our pleasure, Don. God bless you.
Well, I tell you, we had the privilege, and it was a privilege, to have Billy Jack out of the KRDR remote broadcast this afternoon in Sandy, Oregon. And that man is as strong in character, Dutch, as he is in body.
Yes, two people have to forgive us. A lot of people call in and say they want this match and they want that match and they want this match. We're not actually supposed to be doing this, ladies and gentlemen, but sometimes we slip and make a boo-boo, so forget I said anything about that, will you?
I didn't hear you. I wasn't listening. Well, Chris Colt has been doing his usual tactic numbers, his usual tactic on the head of Brian Adidas. And he's getting the treatment from the crowd. There you see. He thinks we're all weird.
Don't you forget, you people up north there, we're coming your way next week. There's Chris Colt. I think he poked Brian just above the eye there. He stuck the finger directly in the eye. Brian had a scratch right, wouldn't be able to see for a week. You got to have presence of mind. You see anything coming at you, close those eyes or get that lid down as fast as you possibly can. Side headlock by Chris Colt. And he takes Brian Adidas over.
Oh, good move by Adidas. He's got those leg scissors applied right to the head of Chris Colt. Yeah, he's bearing down. Colt knows exactly where he is and gets his feet out over the bottom rope.
Boy, big things coming up here. Big, big, big things. World champion Ric Flair is going to be in the Pacific Northwest. Playboy Buddy Rose is coming back. You'll be seeing him here next week on the television show. He'll be in Portland here next week on the 7th. Don't forget to tune in. Buddy Rose will be here recovering from his injury. He will not, refuses, does not want to, can't, won't. How many superlatives do I have to use, Don?
Will not.
He doesn't want anything to do. There's a back body drop by Adidas.
Oh!
Set Colt right down in the southern exposure. Buddy Rose will not have and doesn't want to have anything at all to do with Curt Hennig. He won't wrestle him. He says he'll wrestle anybody. He'll wrestle Flair. He'll wrestle Piper. He'll wrestle Billy Jack. But he doesn't want to have anything to do with Curt Hennig until he says he's ready for him. Curt Hennig, as you know, a month ago, almost broke Playboy Buddy Rose's neck, put him in the hospital, put him out of commission for quite a while.
Well, he definitely broke his pride for a little bit, but he wants to come back, and he does want to take on Roddy Piper and send him back east, he says. Or Ric Flair, he says, for the world title.
He also believes in Peter Pan the fairy, too.
There's a boot by Brian Adidas.
This young Adidas has gone to school. He comes in here. He hasn't been around that long, but boy, I want to tell you, he came in here with a bang. He's smartening up real quick. He's not taking any guff off anybody. He's been completely successful in his bouts, and he just lowered the boom on Chris Colt. Colt tried to sucker him with one of the oldest moves in the book, and Brian would have nothing to do with it and set him right on his posterior.
Right on his superlative. All right. You know, Dutch, I just want to say one more thing. You were talking about Billy Jack's benevolency. Well, I can certainly say, oh, look at that.
Oh, what a tackle. Oh, there's a knee by Chris, right smack in the abdomen. Right, you saw that.
Yes,
He
indeed.
hit him flush.
Here he comes. I can see, and I'm certain that anyone who's around the sport can see, that with professional wrestling athletes, these athletes, we know that they have big muscles, but it's their heart that is the biggest. And it's a tremendous thing that it's always overlooked, these athletes in professional wrestling.
It's one of my pet peeves. Sometimes the media gets down on us really bad. And our people don't make the $1 million salaries as some of these other sports figures do, which I'm dead set against anyway, because there's thousands of athletes waiting to take their place. But our people, they work 7 days a week, injured or not injured. They make commitments that they don't really have to make, and they do a lot of things during the daylight hours. All you see them is at night. And they go to hospitals, and they visit kids in orthopedic wards and burn victims and people that are paraplegics and cancer victims and you name it. But this never gets in the paper. Sometimes it will make it if it's a special case like that kid down in Corvallis that our people went to see. But we do a lot of this work, ladies and gentlemen. Sometimes we'll call the office and wonder why we can't do what you ask of us. We are backlogged, folks. If our wrestlers went to see everybody that was proud of them, or everybody that liked them, or everybody that wanted to see them in person, we never have any time for the business, but we try to do as much as we possibly can, Don.
They're definitely the silent heroes. Yeah, they certainly are. The Colt's going for the hair now, and Adidas going for the stomach. Oh, unloading.
Brian, uh-oh.
Wrapped up in his work
Oh,
right
he's
now.
completely helpless. Brian should take advantage of the situation. I'd kick him right in the stomach.
Right where?
Right in the stomach. Don't give him an opportunity to get loose, Brian. Now he's done.
Oh, Brian's going to sit it. Oh, Colt is free. And here it goes.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. What a back body drop. Colt says, hold it just a minute. Boom, there's a boot by Brian. Fortunately, Brian turned that boot sideways. Colt didn't get the full impact. Arm whip. Oh, turnbuckle back. Body drop again. Oh, my. My.
Oh, what a way to sit down. There's an elbow right on the head. Oh, Mr. Adidas is definitely going to work on Colt. A couple of knees in midsection. There's a whip into the ropes. No whip at all.
I tell you,
Colt hung
nothing
on.
like experience in this business, now.
He's one of the veterans. How long did you say Colt's been wrestling?
At least 20 years. At least. I remember Chris Colt when I was just a little boy. I used to try to carry his bags to the arena. Mr. Colt, can I carry your bag? Get out of here, kid.
Have you told him that?
No. That's not the truth, ladies and gentlemen. That's just a little pun. Incidentally, am I allowed to mention anything about a certain marriage that took place here recently?
My word, I understand that Larry Need altered his plans.
Now, wait, you can't say that over television. You cannot say that Larry Neat married a lovely woman by the name of Sandy.
You couldn't say that, but I can.
I see.
Yeah.
All right, well, then I won't take any responsibility for saying congratulations to Sandy for marrying such a neat guy like Larry Neat. Now she's known as Mrs. Neat.
Yeah, isn't that neat?
Oh, shut up.
I bet they have some neat kids. We're getting ridiculous here. Yeah, congratulations to Larry and Sandy.
We got a standoff here. Brian is trying to get some leverage. There's a drop kick by... Oh, right up his teeth. I wonder if his teeth are still in his mouth. Did you see where he caught him?
Yeah. Right there. He's pointing to it.
Yeah, look at that. I think he knocked one of his teeth.
Did he? He separated a tooth from his mouth. There's a right hand.
Boy, he Idaho'd him on that one.
Idaho'd him?
That's putting all your weight into him, a guy, when he can't go anywhere to block it.
Uh-oh. We may be going outside here.
Brian, he hit it. He got it anyway. He went for the Texas flip, and he got it.
2, 3. That's it.
With a little bit unorthodox, but he got it. Take it down.
Been discounted below our normal sale prices and will...
Information to the fans. Tomorrow evening, we will be in Sandy, Oregon at the high school gym. There is a cage match there. 10-foot-high steel cage in Sandy tomorrow night. Get your tickets at the door. They're still available. Be there. The matches start at 7 o'clock. Monday night, Longview, Washington. There's a cage match there of a different kind. They're going to set that steel cage, a little tiny one, in the middle of the ring, and they're going to put the Army in it. 2 guys are going to wrestle around it. Tuesday night, Bend, Oregon. There's a over-the-top battle royal in Bend, Oregon. Elton Owens putting on a big card down there. In Klamath Falls, there's a tag team championship match involved down there. And Thursday night in Salem, Sandy Barr's got another big one planned for that one. Don't miss that one in Salem. Friday night, the Lane County Fairgrounds. Elton Owens has a big card coming up. And incidentally, 2 weeks from this Friday in Eugene, Elton Owens will have the world champion down there, whether it be Roddy Piper or whether it be Ric Flair. He'll be on that card, plus the host of others. Next Saturday, Portland. Don't forget, next week, kids are in free. Any kid that comes with a paid adult. Now, pay attention, you little kids. Don't try to weasel out of this. Any kid that comes with a paid adult gets in free next Saturday night. The following Sunday, Centralia. The world champion will be up there, no matter who it is. Tag team championship match on the card. There's a single championship. There's a whole bunch of people. It's going to be a big night for Centralia, the biggest card they've ever had up there. Don't forget the Portland special coming up on May the 10th at the Expo Center. World champion Ric Flair. Rowdy Piper will be there. Playboy Buddy Rose and 15 other wrestlers. There's going to be room for 5,000 people. Get your tickets early, 289-4222. How's that?
Okay, we'll be right back after this word again from Tom. Oh, Jesse Barr. He's not Jesse Barr, that's Scott Ferris. Okay, from the back he looked like Jesse Barr. From the front he looked like Scott Ferris. And Stan Stasiak, of course, is in the ring.
Can I just get into the camera there?
That's Savage getting set over here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be one fall. Introducing in this corner, 265 pounds from New York, Stan Stasiak. His opponent in this corner, 245 pounds, from Portland, Scott Ferris.
This will be a very interesting match. Scott Ferris, newcomer to professional wrestling.
Letters. We get letters. We get stacks and stacks of letters. Boy, from all over.
You're an unsung hero. Can you keep it that way?
Hammond, Oregon. Bellingham, Washington. Wow, Midland. Troutdale. Where's this one come from? Grants Pass. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Tons and tons and tons.
Yes. Letters all over the place. 11. Stan Stasiak, Scott Ferris. What kind of a match is this going to be, Dutch? Scientific? It's going to be...
Well, I'm hoping so. Scott pulled a shenanigan on Stan here not too long ago. He caught him in a small package. Caught Stan completely off guard. Embarrassed Stan. So Stan gave him enough rope in the second fall. Scott tried to do the same thing to him, and Stan double-crossed him and reversed it. Yeah.
Yeah, the first one caught Stan really by surprise. And hey, Ferris kicks off. That almost kicked Stan right out of the ring. Hey, don't forget, next Saturday night, kids are admitted free with the paid adult.
Oh, I can't believe that card that's coming up at the Expo Center. I asked my partner, I says, please, Mr. Owen, please.
Let you in free?
Can I get in free? He says, look, kid, the place is going to be sold out. If you don't buy a ticket, you don't get in.
That's right.
So don't forget, you folks out there, Expo Center, World Championship, Northwest Heavyweight Tag Team Championship, the Pacific Coast Heavyweight Championship, Playboy Buddy Rose, and a host of others. And that number, 289-4222. Don't forget to get your tickets. Come on down here to the Sports Arena this weekend. Sandy Bar's Flea Market. You can pick them up there. Larry Neat's even selling them on the side.
Yeah, but for a different reason, and we can't talk about that. He's got to pay for his wedding.
Right. If you see Larry Neat in the parking lot, ladies and gentlemen, that's our illustrious director that's out in the truck. You see him in the parking lot trying to scalp tickets for $100 a piece. Shoot him.
Get his scalp.
Because he's got himself insured for $95 million, and his new wife knows it.
Well, so much for that marriage. Okay,
We're only kidding. There's a head scissors by Scott Ferris on Stan Stasiak. Scott Ferris hailing from the Northwest here. And he was broke in up in Calgary, Alberta. He's a young man with a promising future. There's a nip out by Stan. Now you're looking at 22, 23 years in the business versus less than a year, ladies and gentlemen. And it's phenomenal the shape that Stan Stasiak keeps himself in year after year after year, and the ring wars he's been through. Incidentally, I'm getting letters and calls from people, Don. What happened to Hacksaw Sawyer? All right, I'm going to try to tell you what happened to Hacksaw Sawyer. He got a concussion here. He was put out of business for quite a while, and under the doctor's supervision, he said, don't wrestle. So we told him we weren't going to take a chance on him wrestling when he has a crack in his cranium, which is a concussion. So he went back home to Atlanta, or into Georgia, or into Florida, wherever he went, to visit his parents. Well, he got itchy, and he tried to be smarter than the doctors, and he tried to assume a different name, and he tried to get into the ring under the name of, I don't know, Brett something or other, and he tried to wrestle, and he re-injured himself.
Oh, he did?
Yes, so I don't know where Hack is now. Last report I had, somebody saw him on Atlanta TV. Who else were they asking about? Oh, Chris Adams. He was injured in a hair match with Rip Oliver up in Seattle, and he had to leave the area. And when he did, he came back with a severe infection in his right elbow, and he had to have that taken care of. So he's down in Texas right now, convalescing. A nip up by Scott Ferris rather neatly for a 250-pounder to nip up like that.
Yes,
or
indeed.
Is it kip up? What do you?
Well, let's go with nip. That was kind of a nip in the air there anyway. So that looked good. Scott Ferris shows a lot of promise. He's another one of the talented young men in the Pacific Northwest professional wrestling.
Scott has quite a good amateur background, too. I think he went to Oregon College of Education, wrestled down there, and he was in powerlifting also. So he's got an amateur. But there's a leg trip by Scott. That caught Stasiak completely off guard. Just picked him right up in the air. Scott's got that leg hooked in, trying to apply pressure.
And he's doing a good job of it, too.
You got to watch Stan, though. You don't know what he's thinking. You never know what a veteran's doing.
Look, he's stretching.
Yeah, he'll lull you to sleep and then put the kazooie. There you go.
He hooked his leg. He hooked his foot under Ferris's leg and just got him off balance and kicked him over. There's a good veteran move by Stasiak for the head scissors. Ferris trying to kick out of that. But Stasiak's got that locked in good.
I can't mention this guy's name, but he has a place over in La Grande, Oregon, and we want to thank him very much for sending you and I the beautiful ties.
Yes.
Now, he put my name on the envelope, but you'll know that I was gracious enough to partake and give you one of those ties. Now, you owe me.
Wait a minute. He said Dutch and Don.
No. He said Dutch, maybe Don.
That isn't the way I... Besides...
Scott just backed out of a head scissors by Stasiak. Almost took his ears off to do it, but he got out of it.
How do you know what size tie you wore, anyway?
Well, I have a 17.5-inch neck since I stopped wrestling. You used to have an 18, 19-inch neck. How big is your neck?
Okay, back to the ring now, and...
Well, let's put it this way. He tried yours on a javelin.
Thanks a lot.
That's what I went to University of West Virginia on a football scholarship. My second major was javelin catching.
What was your first major? Putting down?
Hemhill. He was a Marine.
I knew there was...
Test his strength here. That shows a lot of guts on Stasiak's part. He's still got it. That's a very strong young man that he's trying those fingers with. Scott's powering up out of it. Now he's back and standing in the ropes. Stan wisely hooks the leg behind.
Oh!
There's a rookie trick. Scott says, hey. You know what Stan's doing, don't you? Trying to break Scott's concentration. It's a very simple move. Hook that leg, push him off. Trying to break his concentration. Watch Scott try to hook Stan. Oh, he did it. He did it. He did it. Yeah. Stan's tit for tat, tit for tat.
He learns fast, doesn't he? But he may pay. Uh-oh. We had a little pushing match now.
Gentlemen.
Let's keep it scientific here. I think Stasiak's getting a little irate. A little irate.
Stan was going to pop him.
Yeah, he was.
There's Scott picks the 280-pounder up. He tried to go for a hip lock out of that. Stan come down. I think he might have jarred his rib cage. There's a try for over-the-top wrist lock. There's one that'll pop your elbow socket if you're not careful. Again, you kids at home, don't try this on your friends, any of these professional moves. We urge you not to do it, we advise you not to do it, and we tell you not to do it. Watch the matches. You're going to want to turn pro, go get yourself some college amateur background, come down and give you a tryout. There's a veteran varsity competition at least once, we might even look at you. If you don't, the heck with you. And that's the name of that tune.
Yeah.
Go behind by Stasiak. Take it, Don.
Okay, Stasiak got to go behind. Ferris, reverse, go behind. Yeah. I'll tell you, that Stasiak is just a master of the trade, master of the sport. And it's interesting to see this young Ferris try some of these moves on Stasiak. Some of them he's getting away with, but he's going to pay. And he's getting to Stasiak a little bit. You can tell by the look on Stasiak's face. Oh, another nip up by Ferris. And he's right back where he started from. Stasiak's got that wrist bent down. Yeah, he's bending the elbow back. Go ahead, Dutch, take it.
You did real good.
Yeah. Well,
I want to thank the people over in McMinnville. Sergeant Knapp and his group. There's a roll up into the ropes. Going to break that. Referee Sandy Barr coming over quickly. Okay, fellas, let's break it clean. Anyway, Sergeant Knapp and the group down there, the family of the guard, for the big turnout we had in McMinnville last on the evening. It was a super turnout. Packed the armory down there. Appreciate you folks. Family of the guard down in McMinnville.
The full Nelson by Stasiak. We only got a couple of minutes left in this match. Oh, Ferris.
Got that straight down, stand, picked him up, rolled him over, and suckered him right back into the full Nelson again.
Ferris finally makes it to the ropes. And another clean break. And the fans like that. They appreciate a clean break. Gentlemen, good sportsmanship by both combatants.
You see that move Stas just made?
Yeah.
There's try for a hard punch. Got back. Give me a hand. I'll show you how it's done.
No, it's okay.
That won't hurt you.
But
Give me a hand.
draw me a picture.
See, when you go in for a stretch, show me how strong you are. Show me how strong. Power down on it.
Really power down? Okay.
You see?
Yeah.
See that finger here?
Yeah, it's
See
breaking.
that one, Don?
I sure do.
Oh, don't fight it. See?
Gee. I used to be left-handed. Isn't that great? Huh?
I didn't hurt you, did I?
No. My hand always looks like that.
See how easy that's done? Doesn't matter how strong you are.
It's easy for you.
Well, it's simple. You get a lot of folks tell you how strong and how tough they are, and they brag in bars, and they tell people how mean they are and how rough and tough they are, and then you get right down to it. You get a guy who knows what he's doing. He can make waste paper out of them. We don't talk about it. We just sit here and let everybody blow off steam, and they tell their friends in the bars how tough they are, and they're going to do this and going to do that, and then when it comes right down to it,
yeah, they don't do anything. Or if they try, they end up hurting.
Right. You leave the professional things to the professional. You leave the amateur things to the amateur. That's why there's a difference. Wrestling for fun and wrestling for money.
Whose leg is whose out there? What is that called?
Well, Stan's trying for an Indian deathlock, figure four leg scissors, but didn't quite make it. There's a time limit draw, Donald. Stan
Stasiak and Scott Ferris battling to a draw in our second match this evening, and we'll be right back after this word from Tom Peterson. Don't you dare go away.
It's Tom Peterson's Mother's Day sale. A General Electric video recorder just for Mom. At our best price ever, only $4.99 for a GE VHS 8-hour video recorder. Only $4.99. No interest, no payments till August 1983. And at Tom Peterson's, you can rent movies like this for only 49 cents a day. Now that's at Tom Peterson's during our Mother's Day sale.
How would you like to get a special deal just because you're watching television right now? Well, you can with Marv Tonkin Ford's Wrestling Specials. These cars have been discounted below our normal sale prices and will only be announced on Saturday Night Wrestling. Here's this week's specials.
1971 Toyota Land Cruiser, 6-cylinder, Warren winch, only 40,000 easy miles, $28.99. A 1977 Merc Monarch 2-door, small V8, automatic power steering, air conditioning, tilt wheel, $21.99. 1975 Cougar 2-door luxury coupe, loaded and with low miles, $22.99. 1980 Pinto 2-door sport coupe, 4-cylinder, 4-speed, only 22,000 miles on this little beauty, $28.99. 1981 Escort 3-door hatchback, 4-cylinder, 4-speed, power steering, only 3,000 miles and only $44.99.
These prices will only last until 6 p.m. Monday, and you won't see or hear about them anywhere else.
But only at Marv Tonkin Ford, so don't miss it.
Introducing the Honda Aero. It's easy to ride because it's completely automatic. It starts with the push of a button.
Aero gets you from here to there. Aero takes you almost anywhere.
The Honda Aero. When you get one, you've arrived.
Doug, you were talking about some of these letters we receive in the mail. We received a tape in the mail this
Well, we got
past
a
week.
tape on Roddy Piper for about the next 4 minutes, you people. I wouldn't want it to go away. You want to hear what Roddy has to say, you'll probably see him in action. So watch this, and we'll be back very shortly.
It's been a long time. A lot of things have gone under the bridge between you and I, huh, Portland? Seattle, Tacoma. I remember before, a long time ago, when I first came to Portland, Oregon. Matter of fact, I remember when I was a kid, having a test on mathematics. And the test came back, and I got a 0 on it because I really didn't understand the school. The only reason I didn't go to college, what kept me from college, was high school. As the teacher says to me, he says, Roddy, he says, 0, he says, that seems to be your life story. Yeah. I remember first coming to Portland, Oregon, young, brash kid, walking in with his bagpipes. All kinds of folks looking at me, and me looking right back at him, 21 years old, and pooh, spitting right back. We didn't like each other much then. I remember a lot of things under the water there. Remember a good friend of ours, Frank Bonneville. God bless him. Remember up there, and we used to laugh a lot. Joel Cox, little poster boy there for Easter Seals. Lonnie Main, another good friend. I mean, we've been through some stuff together, you know. It's not like the promotion has taken a World Heavyweight Championship match and just threw 2 fighters together, you see, because this is something I've been working at for a long time, Jack. I remember losing to Buddy Rose. I remember going home feeling so bad, beating myself with my canary for a dig and a half. Feeling sorry for myself, you ain't no sympathy, man. I remember lots of stuff. I remember remember those 2 cute little ladies that used to sit at ringside there? Every TV you'd see them. They're about 78 years old, and God bless them, every time I was there, they'd bring me all kinds of chocolates. Like I needed chocolates, right? Now I got a chance for World's Heavyweight Champion. You know, Lonnie Main wanted that a lot in Portland, Oregon. He never got a chance. A lot of people in Portland have got shafted. And finally, Don Owens, a promoter there, who's a very fair man, has got together and finally gives someone a break. Ric Flair comes around and says all kinds of stuff. You see, I am now the United States Heavyweight Champion, and I had to become the #1 contender before I could get a match with Ric Flair. And now, all of a sudden, in the Northwest, I got me a fight for the World's Heavyweight Championship with Ric Flair. This is something I've been working for a long time. I ain't asked no favors from nobody. I've been down and kicked around. I remember me and Killer Brooks running around, big spiked dog collars. We beat some people half to death. Got beat half to death sometimes. It didn't stop, you see. This is something that I've worked for a long time. Ric Flair, I see him wandering around. Long blonde hair, and his style is, he's got a couple of nice bleached blondes on each arm. They're walking around, look like they got 2 midgets wearing dunce caps and sweaters there, walking around like big shot. You see, I still drives me a 52 Ford pickup truck. Oh yeah, I got a Cadillac, but it's diesel. I got me a wife now, and I got me a little daughter. 7 pounds, 9 ounces. You see, Roddy Piper ain't changed a whole lot. And I'll still butt my cigar in your face just for kicks, chap. I've worked long and hard. You see, when I first started, it was important for me to win, man, because I had to eat. Now for me to win is a necessity. It's something that I have to do now. And Roddy Piper's coming to town, Jack. And I'm coming for the World's Heavyweight Champion in every place I can find him. And it turned out I'm coming to a place where I got me some friends. And I was a coming, mister, and I was a smoking. And Ric Flair, you better look all around, Jack. Because every place you look, you're going to see RP. And I'm coming to kick some, Jack.
We thought you'd find that tape of interest. Don't go away, because we'll be right back with more action after this word for Tom Peterson.
How come they give you a chair that swivels and never gives me? I got this thing here.
We at Tom Peterson's wish you a happy Mother's Day during our annual Mother's Day sale. Action recliners by Lane. Only $2.95, your choice, in durable nylon fabrics. Your choice of colors. Your choice of styles. Available as wall savers, rockers, swivel rockers. Only $2.95, your choice. That's at Tom Peterson's, with 2 great stores to serve you, both at Southeast 82nd and Foster Road. At Tom Peterson's, we're in the recliner business. Over 100 recliners on display at all times at Tom Peterson's. We know that you want the best buy possible. I'd like to suggest to you, when you're looking for a recliner, you just go to 2 or 3 stores. But before you buy, you check Tom Peterson's on quality, price, service. It's all here. Recliners, we've got them from 188 on up, and they're action by Lane. Now that's Tom Peterson's.
Valvoline introduces the do-it-yourself dozen. 12 quarts of quality Valvoline motor oil in 1 convenient case. More than enough for 2 complete changes. Ideal for the 2-car family. And now, Valvoline's easier by the dozen.
It pays to do it yourself with Valvoline, doesn't it?
Available at G.I. Joe's, Thriftway, and Centric.
Now, from the most trusted name in aspirin, new Maximum Bayer aspirin. 1,000 milligrams of pure pain reliever.
It's a 1,000 milligram dose of pure Bayer aspirin.
No caffeine, like in some pain relievers.
Bayer is specially coated to be well tolerated, easy to swallow.
No extra strength pain reliever gives me all that.
Next headache, look for new Maximum Bayer with a big red shield. It's 1,000 milligrams of pure pain reliever.
Look at there. Look at there. Rip's carryout service. We break 'em and take 'em. 3 compliments of the clan. That's a stretcher, ladies and gentlemen. They've got their own stretcher now. Rip's carryout service. We break 'em and take 'em. 3 compliments of the clan. That's serving notice on whoever.
Yeah. Well.
There he comes, not feeling too chipper, but he gets up there anyway. Ring announcer and my partner, Don Owen.
Ladies and gentlemen, next Saturday night, we're going to give all the kids a break and let kids in free Saturday night. They come with an adult. Are you ready now? Okay. The next event will be one fall. Introducing in this corner, 245 pounds from Florida, Rip Oliver. His opponent in this corner, 240 pounds from Portland, Jesse Barr.
Well, there's a switch. There's a dad, a very proud father, getting a chance to referee a match with his son involved. Were I Rip Oliver, I would be questioning that. However, Sandy Barr's an NWA official, and I don't think Sandy's going to be prejudicial at all. He's going to call him as he sees him.
I don't know, if I were Sandy, I'd be questioning the fact that my son's going up against Rip Oliver.
Well, look at the size of Jesse Barr. I remember when he used to be a little whipper. Look at the size of him now. He's quite a good amateur when he was in high school and right out for college, and then he went back east, and then he turned pro, and he started here, learned a terrible lesson here, went back and picked up at least 30 pounds. Fair and well. I call him Fair, and that's his middle name. Jesse weighs about, I'd say 246, 247, somewhere along in there. He's a big young man, about 6'2.5", 6'3".
How long has he actually been wrestling professionally?
This is going in, I think, to his 3rd year. I'm not quite sure. I think it's going into his 3rd year. He's in there with one of the veterans and one of the craftiest wrestlers in the Pacific Northwest right now, if not one of the toughest, Rip the Crippler Oliver, and he didn't get that nickname for nothing.
We've seen that just the past few weeks.
That partner of mine, that's really nice of him. Next Saturday now, you kids. Whoa, there's an arm drag by Jesse. He sent
he arm barred him right out to the ring.
Oliver flying again. On his belly out of the ring. Yeah, you kids next week. Now, pay attention and don't be calling down and ask all kinds of questions. We're going to give it to you once again. Next Saturday evening, every kid that comes with a paid adult gets into the building free. You've got to come with a paid adult, you kids. Every kid that comes with a paid adult gets in free. It's kids' night. You got that? That's simple, isn't it?
Okay. Meanwhile, Jesse Barr, bringing an elbow down on that arm bar that he had on Rip Oliver. Now he's got that standing arm bar into a figure 4, and he's still unloading on that. Oh, boy, he's trying to twist that thing right off, Dutch. Now to a kneeling arm
sure
bar.
enough did.
Jesse Barr with a kneeling arm bar. The referee, Sandy Barr. The man flat on his back, Rip Oliver.
And they are related. That's Sandy Barr's son, Jesse. Don't worry about any prejudicial refereeing. There won't be any in this bout. Sandy Barr's been a National Wrestling Association official for some 11 years now, so I wouldn't even worry or even give it one thought. If his son gets hurt, he gets hurt. Sandy Barr's in the business himself for 20-some years, and he knows what the ring can do to you.
Oh, I hope you've got May 10th marked down on your calendar. May 10th. Expo.
Oh, look out!
Oh,
Boy!
beautiful move by Jesse.
Oh, look at this! Woo. I thought Jesse was going to take a nosedive right through the ropes coming at us here. Had enough presence of mind and athletic ability to get that head up and get that arm up and hooking on that top ring rope and bounce himself off of there, go over Oliver, come back and arm dragging. Superlative move.
Yeah, great move by Jesse Barr.
Superlative.
That's was good too, right?
Like an adjective.
That's a good word by you and a good move by Jesse.
Thank you very much. Aren't our fans wonderful, benevolent?
Yeah, break it.
Yes, sir. They're just chanting, break it, break it. Isn't that neat?
Yeah.
Loving, kind. Bless their hearts. Oh, there's a sit out on Oliver's arm. Barr is taking them to the cleaners on this one thus far.
Yeah, he's really been working over Rip's left arm since this match started. Rip reached up and grabbed Sandy Barr's hair. Now he's going to grab Jesse's hair. And he's trying to figure out some way to get out. Hey, he got a 2 count too on that thing. This is just a 1 fall match. There's another 2 count. Jesse really wrenching down on that arm of Rip Oliver's. You know, we were talking about May 10th, and the reminder that the tickets are going to be on sale all day at the Expo office. The doors open at 6 o'clock. The match will start at 8:30. The tickets are on sale this weekend at the Sports Arena concession stand. That's for May 10th.
Biggest card in the history of Portland, ever. Don't miss it, fans. I asked my partner again, please, just let me announce, do anything. He says, get out of here, kid, you're bugging me.
Nice guy, huh? You guys are really close.
Yeah. We are, in fact. He said, I have to pay you?
Oliver thought he was going to have Jesse Barr on that one, and Jesse just turned the tables on him and got him into a hammerlock.
Boy, he's reefing on that hammer. He's got that elbow locked in. Now he's reaching across for a pin. Rolled him over. Got a 2 count.
Ooh.
Hey.
Boy, I got 2.5 on that.
Hey, hooked him into a...
Jesse's coming out with
hammerlock, and he's just working and working on it, trying to get that thing to get as much feeling out of it as possible. And that doesn't help when you drop your knee, all your body weight on a guy's elbow socket.
Still working on that left arm. Yeah, we've got a good-looking crowd tonight. Yeah, they were loving this action until Rip Oliver pulled that one. Yeah, there's a knee. There's a fist. Mercy. There's a whip into the ropes. Oh, really
look out. That almost took Barr's head off. Upside down, hit on his right shoulder. That was a terrible blow by Rip Oliver. Now he's trying a version of the camel clutch.
Right.
He's got his legs spread too far apart. The only thing he can do is put some pressure on that spine of Jesse's. If he sat down and got those legs down a little further and hooked him in,
that'd be
Jesse wouldn't have too far to go.
That'd be a full camel clutch. If he reversed it, it'd be an English crab. You'll learn. You'll learn.
An English crab?
Never mind.
They serve that in seafood restaurants. In Brit English crab.
Oh, first, right into that crossbar.
Jesse Barr catapulted Oliver forward out of that thing at the expense of his own neck. Oliver didn't see where he was going, jammed his head into that lower turnbuckle on the bottom rope. Now Barr's trying to get some presence of mind. Big right hand by young Jesse. Drop kick using the ropes. Oliver hit right on the back of his head.
Oliver may need that stretcher they made up. There goes another whip. Oh, boy, Oliver just hung onto the ropes, planted a boot right on the chin of Jesse Barr.
Rip Oliver has to be watched and maintain visual eye contact with him at all times, or he will destroy you. He didn't get the name and the reputation of the crippler for nothing.
That's
He's
right.
in this business for one thing: money, secondary prestige. And he doesn't like anybody taking first-place money away from him. He's not a loser. Rip Oliver, whether you like it or not, is a winner.
Well, Rip's gonna. There goes a whip. No, Jesse reversed that. Boy, he drop kick. What a move by Jesse Barr. Another drop kick. There goes a whip.
Clothesline! What a super match this has turned out to be.
There's a boot. There's a right hand. There we go. Another whip into that turnbuckle. Boy, I think Jesse just about, he caught that on his shoulder. He could have caught that on his head.
You see the extra 2 loops on the ring post? Those are used for boxing matches. He caught both those loops right on his shoulder. Oh, there's a shoulder breaker. This match is over.
Yeah.
He took a terrible blow in there.
That's it.
Took a terrible blow. That was a bad mistake on Jesse's part.
Oh, you can see how red his shoulder is, too. Rip Oliver, winner over Jesse Barr. We'll be back with more action after this word for Tom Peterson.
Tom Peterson's Mother's Day sale. Swivel rockers on sale. Your choice, $1.99. 10 decorator styles, 10 fabric colors, over 100 to choose from. And best of all, you save $50 on any of these swivel rockers. Only $199. That's at Tom Peterson's during our Mother's Day sale, with 2 great stores, both at Southeast 82nd and Foster Road.
How would you like to get a special deal just because you're watching television right now? Well, you can, with Marv Tonkin Ford's Wrestling Specials. These cars have been discounted below our normal sale prices and will only be announced on Saturday Night Wrestling. Here's this week's specials.
1971 Toyota Land Cruiser, 6-cylinder, worn winch, only 40,000 easy miles, $28.99. A 1977 Merc Monarch 2-door, small V8, automatic power steering, air conditioning, tilt wheel, $21.99. 1975 Cougar 2-door luxury coupe, loaded and with low miles, $22.99. 1980 Pinto two-door sport coupe, four-cylinder, four-speed, only 22,000 miles on this little beauty, $28.99. 1981 Escort three-door hatchback, four-cylinder, four-speed, power steering, only 3,000 miles and only $44.99.
These prices will only last until 6 p.m. Monday, and you won't see or hear about them anywhere else.
But only at Marv Tonkin Ford, so don't miss it.
Greyhound racing starts early this year and on a Monday. This is Bill Shanley for Multnomah Kennel Club, and that's right, opening night of Greyhound racing is this coming Monday, May the 2nd. There is plenty of free pay parking and 10,000 free Greyhound puppy posters to be given away on opening night. So be a winner with Greyhound racing thrills this Monday, opening night.
Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we have a stretcher out here. Rips carry-out service. We break them and take them. Free compliments of the clan. Here's the Sheik.
You know, it's such an honor and a privilege to be a member of a clan that is ran by a man with the intelligence and the prestige and the money that Rip the Crippler has. This man is so fantastic that words cannot describe him. He is so intelligent that no teacher can teach him. And what we're going to do, we're going to have cage matches in Sandy, Oregon. We're going to be in a little cage in Longview while Ripper the Crippler's taking care of business. And this is going to get his workout this week. Everywhere we go this week, somebody's going to get to ride on the clan stretcher. See, we had a little meeting, and Ripper the Crippler and the assassin and myself have come up with a little plan that Sunday and Sanday, somebody's getting carried. Monday in Longview, somebody's getting carried. And
Tuesday in Bend, Wednesday in Klamath Falls.
And then we got Salem, and then we got Eugene. Everywhere we go, somebody's going to get to lay on our stretcher. Tell them, assassin. That's right, baby. People, Billy Jack, Almond Drill, Kurt Henning, you all can ride for free on Rip Oliver's carrying service, baby.
Well, these guys ought to invent a pizza named after them. The Crippler's Takeout or something like that. Don't forget, you people in Bend and Klamath, you'll be seeing us this week also in Salem, Eugene, back to Portland here next Saturday. Don?
Okay, we'll be right back after this word for Tom Peterson.
It's Tom Peterson's Mother's Day sale. A General Electric video recorder just for Mom. At our best price ever, only $4.99 for a GE VHS 8-hour video recorder. Only $4.99. No interest, no payments till August 1983. And at Tom Peterson's, you can rent movies like this for only 49 cents a day. Now that's at Tom Peterson's during our Mother's Day sale.
There is a choice between mortality and everlasting life, between ordinary emotion and unearthly passion, between the everyday and the unimaginable. But there is a price. It is called the hunger. Catherine Deneuve, David Bowie, Susan Sarandon, The Hunger, rated R.
Now playing at selected theaters and drive-ins.
Who has the best pickup value in the Northwest? Ford. Because right now, your Northwest Ford dealer offers 9.9% financing on the Ford Ranger. The Ranger gets better mileage than Toyota, carries a bigger payload than Chevy, has more horsepower than Mazda, and a roomier cab than Datsun. Right now, you can get 9.9% financing on the Ranger pickup or four-wheel drive, even the hot new V6. That's 9.9% Ranger financing. This weekend, only at your local Northwest Ford dealer.
To be a top model takes more than just a pretty face. You've got to be somebody. So I take great care of my body the Family Fitness Center's way. And you can, too. It's stimulating. It's fun. It's so refreshing. And it works.
Hurry. 6-week mini program for only $20. Call today.
Be somebody. The Family Fitness Center's way.
I'm Frank Field. How long do the chemicals from a marijuana joint stay in your body? Find out on the drug abuse test.
Sunday at 8 on TV 12, KPTV Portland.
ready for our main event. This is going to be some kind of event. An Iranian death match. Kurt Hennig and the Sheik. And there's Kurt. Kurt Hennig in the ring right now. Boy, he's pumped. He's ready.
He's not only ready for tonight, he's ready for anything that comes his way. His dad was on a house back in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Minneapolis, St. Paul. I think they drew the biggest house in the history of the business thus far. It was over $300,000.
Whoa. Whoa, mercy. Well, I know Playboy came close at Madison Square Garden to that figure.
He had a couple $160,000, $170,000, $200,000 houses. Look who's up there seconding Kurt Hennig. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an Iranian death match. Anything goes. There's 2 seconds out there. Billy Jack will be seconding Kurt Hennig, and the Assassin will be seconding Sheikh Abdullah Ali Hussein, and your ring announcer, Don Owens, is going to be telling you about it here in about 4 or 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
I'd like to say something to you, Mr. Pencil Neck Promoter.
Sheik's going to
What do you
interrupt.
think you're doing letting kids in here free next Saturday? I happen to be a prince. I'm a sheik. No one has the right to look upon my body for free. Not even you, you Pencil Neck Promoter. Let kids in free. What's the matter with you?
I am the promoter, so I'll do what I want. Ladies and gentlemen, the next event will be the best 2 out of 3 falls or 2 duration. It'll be a Iranian death match. Introducing in this corner, Sheikh Abdullah Hussein. His opponent in this corner that has almost eliminated Playboy Buddy Rose and did eliminate the mass convict, 240 pounds from Minnesota, Kurt Hennig.
That kid, I swear.
First blue line on the crippler stretcher tonight, Don Owen. You Pencil Neck Promoter. Let kids in free next week. What's the matter with you?
What's he yelling about?
Who
Heavy
cares?
midget auto races at the Rose City Speedway tomorrow.
Rose City Speedway tomorrow. Sandy Bar got a big event going on at Rose City Speedway tomorrow. I didn't know about that. We'll have to tell people later on about that. Anyway, Kurt Hennig. How'd you like to be that good looking, that young?
Yeah, it sure is nice.
He's about to become very wealthy. His career is extended the way it's going now, and if he keeps himself in good condition, he's going to be a very wealthy young individual in the next 4 or 5 years. Sky's the limit for him. Now, the secret of this match, ladies and gentlemen, you see the 2 seconds in the center of the ring, Billy Jack and the Assassin. They both have ropes. These ropes are 3.5 feet long, 4 foot long. And one of the seconds, Billy Jack will tie the Sheik to his turnbuckle over here, to the steel part of the turnbuckle, and the Assassin will tie one of Kurt Hennig's wrists to the turnbuckle in the far corner where Kurt is standing. Okay? Now, both men fight. They're flipping the coin now to see who has the choice of who gets to tie up who first. Kurt gets his choice. He wants the Sheik tied up. Billy Jack will tie up the Sheik. Now, the object of this match is extremely simple. You try to break your bond. Not B-O-N-D. What is it? Your rope, isn't it? Yeah.
That's good
enough. You try to break the rope.
Right.
And you try to get across the ring to your opponent before he gets across the ring to you, and you can do severe bodily injury to him. There's no disqualification. Anything goes. You can hit the guy with your partner if you get a chance. And it's a vicious, bloody bout.
Has the Sheik ever lost one of these?
He, on a couple of technicalities, he has not actually lost them physically, but due to a technicality, the decision was given in somebody else's favor. But he's never out and out lost one.
Yeah. Well, Billy Jack now is going to tie the Sheik to the turnbuckle. Now,
hey, the Sheik is letting him tie both paws over there. He's letting him tie both hands.
Yeah, but as I don't know, as mysterious as this guy is. Now you've seen some of these Iranian death matches.
I saw this guy get out of a lock.
Look at that.
Look at this. I want to see him get. Look at this. Look at the pressure Billy Jack is applying to that rope. You'll notice that the Sheik doesn't feel any pain. That's why he's trying to climb the bar.
Right. Look at him.
Oh, I'd hate to be in his shoes right now. That's agony. It's got to be.
That has to be a...
Look at Billy. Billy's face is red. He's applying so much pressure on it. Oh, that sheik's got terrible pain.
Billy's having a good time up there.
How much time did he say?
13.
13 minutes remaining. 13 minutes remaining.
Billy Jack has really strapped that sheik. He's just cinched that rope down there on both hands of the sheik. I don't think the sheik's going to be pulling any of his little illusion numbers to get out of this thing, Dutch.
I got news for you. After watching the sheik now for a year, I wouldn't trust that man as far as I could pay an airline ticket for him and knew he got on the plane. If I was to send him from here to Europe, I wouldn't trust him. He'd get back some way or other. He'd be standing there in the terminal facing me. Man's unbelievable what he can do as an illusionist. The assassin's now putting the pressure on Curt Hennig.
Yeah, he's bearing down pretty good, too.
That assassin weighs 250 pounds, folks, and he's nobody's slouch. I'd stay glued to the set, ladies and gentlemen. I think this is going to go right through very close to the TV time limit, if not through. This is going to be a very vicious match.
Oh, the assassin just slapped Hennig. Now,
all right, the bell's already rung. Run it away. Take it away, Don Koss.
All right, they're both of them are trying to get out of their respective ropes there. Hennig's working on his. I don't know what the assassin is doing over there. It's hard to tell. He's got his back to us. But as tightly as Billy Jack tied those ropes on the sheik, I don't see how he's ever going to get out of there. Hennig is making some pretty good headway on his ropes. He's using his teeth now to try to untie it. He's checking the sheik. See what he's doing. The sheik is constantly checking Hennig. I don't know. The sheik's just kind of standing there. He's standing there just kind of shaking his head. I don't know how in the world he can ever expect to get out of that. In the meantime, Hennig is still working on the ropes tied by the assassin. Boy, the assassin really, he tied those things in about 2 or 3 knots on there.
What is the sheik doing? Look at this sheik.
He's standing up there on the bottom rope.
I've seen this guy pop out of clear glass coffins, out of buildings, small little tiny doghouses full of swords that were supposed to be empty. Seen him get out of manacles, handcuffs.
Oh,
look at this!
I don't know how he did that. That's unreal. Now the rules say that Hennig got out of his.
Oh! Got loose too. Look at the sheik's face.
Caught him by
surprise.
Absolute total shock. Total surprise. They both got out at about the same time.
He's bailing him by the beard. The sheik thought he had him. He pulled one of his famous illusions, and Hennig was already loose.
Oh, he couldn't believe it. Tell you the truth, I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe the sheik even got out of what he was tied up in. Yeah, Hennig really, he's bearing down now. He's going front chin lock. Boy, what a surprise that was to the sheik. You see the look on Hennig's face, too? He loved it. Looked over here at you, Dutch, and smiled.
I was watching one of the spectators over here. I was just hoping he wasn't going to make a dash for that ring. It'd be the biggest mistake of his life.
Oh, Hennig.
Curt is working on his face. Anything goes in this. Sandy tries to keep some semblance of order, but he's not supposed to break for any reason. Anything goes in this bout.
There's an elbow by the sheik. Caught Hennig right in the midsection. There's a fist by Hennig. Oh, another one, a right-hander. Really turned the sheik around. There's a boot. The right hand. And turned Hennig around. Into the turnbuckle. Hennig already has a cut on his head, bandaged up. Ooh, there's a rake across the face.
A rake you might have crossed the face on that one. I hope it didn't get into Curt's eyes.
Outside.
Through the ropes.
Oh, they
Curt got his feet under him. He's lucky he didn't land on his sacrum bone there. He got his feet under him. This business you're taught early. When you go out of that ring, try to get something under your body to break that fall in that concrete. If you don't, you're going to hit and knock the wind out of you. There's a knee by the Sheik. Lifted Kurt up about 4 inches off the floor. That hurt right up into the sternum bone. Now the Sheik's admonishing Sandy Barr.
That was absolutely amazing how both those men got out of the, got those ropes untied. There goes another whip. And Hennig turns around and, oh, he's got the Sheik. 1, 2, 3, first fall. Okay, our main event. Curt Hennig takes the first fall. And our Iranian death match over the Sheik will be back after this word for Marv Tonkin.
How would you like to get a special deal just because you're watching television right now? Well, you can with Marv Tonkin Ford's Wrestling Specials. These cars have been discounted below our normal sale prices and will only be announced on Saturday Night Wrestling. Here's this week's specials.
1971 Toyota Land Cruiser, 6-cylinder, Warren winch, only 40,000 easy miles, $28.99. A 1977 Merc Monarch 2-door, small V8, automatic power steering, air conditioning, tilt wheel, $21.99. 1975 Cougar 2-door luxury coupe, loaded and with low miles, $22.99. 1980 Pinto 2-door sport coupe, 4-cylinder, 4-speed, only 22,000 miles on this little beauty, $28.99. 1981 Escort 3-door hatchback, 4-cylinder, 4-speed, power steering, only 3,000 miles and only $44.99.
These prices will only last until 6 p.m. Monday, and you won't see or hear about them anywhere else.
But only at Marv Tonkin Ford, so don't miss it.
It's coming to the United States for the first time ever, and it's coming to Portland. The 65th edition of the Memorial Cup Hockey Tournament happens May 7th through 14th at Memorial Coliseum. The Ontario and Quebec Hockey League champion, plus a Western League team and the Portland Winterhawks will all vie for the coveted Memorial Cup. Ticket packages are available for all 8 games through May 1st at the Winterhawk office. Call 238-6366. See 8 days of the greatest hockey in Portland's history. The Memorial Cup, May 7th through the 14th at the Memorial Coliseum.
Who has the best pickup value in the Northwest? Ford. Because right now, your Northwest Ford dealer offers 9.9% financing on the Ford Ranger. The Ranger gets better mileage than Toyota, carries a bigger payload than Chevy, has more horsepower than Mazda, and a roomier cab than Datsun. Right now, you can get 9.9% financing on the Ranger pickup or 4-wheel drive, even the hot new V6. That's 9.9% Ranger financing. This weekend, only at your local Northwest Ford dealer.
The whole world knows Rip the Crippler Oliver and the Assassin.
Dutch Savage, you and everyone else knows Assassin and myself are the tag team champions here in the Northwest. Well, the third member of the clan, the Sheik, is the Pacific Northwest heavyweight champion. Curt Hennig, you come in here, boy, and you crippled up Buddy Rose. I'll give you a lot of credit. You're the first man that's ever done that. You put him out of commission for a while. He sent in a bounty man. You put him out. Now you're stepping in the Klan's territory, brother. You start messing with the Klan. You start trying to steal the Klan's belt down in Eugene, Oregon last night. You think you can take it from me, brother. You made a mistake. You laid it down. I got it back. It's staying in the Klan. It'll stay around the Sheik's waist. And Rip Oliver will stay here, and the Sheik and Assassin, baby, will remain the champion from now on. And that's all to it. And Buddy Rose will be back to get some more revenge on you too, buddy.
Here we go. We're going back to the ring.
Getting ready for the second fall of our main event. First fall taken by Curt Hennig over the Sheik. If you turned in late, or you've missed an exciting start of this Iranian death match. Billy Jack tied up the Sheik, and he had him wrenched down there something fierce. Both hands tied to that crossbar over there. And the Assassin tied Curt Hennig. And how the Sheik ever got out of that thing he was tied up in, I have no idea. But he got out. It looked like he got out first, came over to Curt Hennig, and Hennig was actually loose and caught the Sheik with the right hand, and we went from there.
There we go. Before referee Sandy Barr can get into the ring, the Sheik jumped right on Hennig, taking advantage of the opportunity. Naked ring, no referee, and he just started putting the boots to him.
Right into that turnbuckle. The ring seemed to move by about 3 or 4 inches. Oh, a drop kick by the Sheik. He's rolling Hennig over, and Hennig kicks out of that thing. Uh-oh, that didn't look like a fist. Looked like more like a thumb that caught Hennig. Now Sheik bearing down on Hennig as he's caught over that top rope. Oh, and he brought the rope back. You can see that rope mark right across Hennig's chest. There's our right hand, another one by Hennig. And he's going outside.
Over the top rope, outside, right at you. Here comes the Sheik, and Hennig's bailing out after him.
He's not going to give him any recovery time. Where'd he go?
Here he went. Hit that right shoulder and part of his ear. I don't know whether he caught the side of his head on that one or not. Took a severe blow into that white ring post over there.
Looked like he caught most of his shoulder on that pole.
Sandy's trying to keep some semblance of order in the ring. And Kurt's bailing out again. There's no rules in this bout. He can do just about what he wants to the Sheik and get away with it, and vice versa.
He's got the Sheik. But just, we've seen this so many times. Right when you think you've got the Sheik,
Sheik's been cut.
Yeah, he has. His forehead
He's
is
been
bleeding.
cut. I think it's over his right eye.
That was a right hand.
Yeah, it's over the right eye.
Yeah.
As long as it's over the eye, way up over it, it's not real severe, but boy, it's sure bleeding. I take it all back. That's a good one.
Hennig is
He
cut.
busted him up. Not too many people get a chance to bust up the Sheik. Look at this reversal by Sheik. There's a...
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh, Hennig landed right flat on that mat.
Hennig's got him bleeding. Thought he had him. There's a neck breaker by the Sheik. Rolls over on top. There's a count. 1, 2, 3. This bout's even.
We're all even. Our main event. Sheik's all bloodied up, but he took the... But he caught the second match. Our main event, all even, 1 fall apiece. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Coming home 83. This year, the Oregon Manufactured Home Show has it all. A fairgrounds full of beautiful manufactured homes for your inspection. Exhibitor booths full of everything new and exciting. And this year, entertainment with The Shop, the Ray Brothers, and Johnny Counterfeit. Plus a video arcade for the kids and a beer garden for the adults. A great weekend for the entire family. The Oregon Manufactured Housing Show at the State Fairgrounds in Salem, May 6th through the 8th. Coming home 83.
Have you seen what just hit town?
That's that new engine, isn't it? Look at this, shaft drive.
Is it fast?
About a 12 2/4 mile.
That'll blow away most 750s.
Okay, guys, whose is it?
The new Nighthawk from Honda.
Wish you could find.
But it isn't, is it?
Is it yours?
Uh-huh. Wait till Jake hears about this.
You'll find hundreds of items to help you around the home on sale now during the Spring Home Improvement Sale at Fred Meyer. Tough cleanup jobs for garages, patios, and workshops are easier with this 6-gallon deluxe wet dry shop vac, now $54.99. Plasmo lifetime PVC gutters snap together. Never need painting and won't rust, dent, or decay. The 10-foot length is just $3.99 during the Home Improvement Sale at Fred Meyer. And see them demonstrated at the 3rd Annual Free KEX Do-It-Yourself Show, May 20th through the 22nd at Memorial Coliseum.
At over 10 feet tall and close to 2,000 pounds, he's more adventure than most men are looking for. Kodiak, the biggest bear of all. Kodiak, a new adventure in smokeless tobacco. Its special moist cut and fresh wintergreen flavored tobacco give you a bold, exciting new taste. Kodiak, it's a new adventure in smokeless tobacco.
Well, you talk about a couple of guys that are really pumped, really ready to go. These two guys didn't
There's
even...
a drop kick by Hennig, right smack on a cut over Sheik's right eye.
And he's got his...
In case you just tuned in, folks, this is... Look out!
Oh!
Kurt tried to break off the leg of the Sheik, didn't manage. He ended up right on his Saturday Night Fever. The Sheik is bleeding rather profusely from a wound he suffered earlier in the bout at the hands of Kurt Hennig. Live from the Portland Sports Arena, this is Portland Wrestling, KPTV Channel 12. Possibly one of the finest wrestling television shows in the entire United States of America.
Without question, it is.
Vicious bout. This is the finish of an Iranian death match. This bout is all even at a fall apiece. The man is bleeding. Sheikh Abdullah Hussein. He's cut profusely, bleeding profusely of a cut over his right eye. Kurt Hennig isn't cut. That blood he has on him is from the Sheikh.
Here's the bell rings. You don't jump off your chair ready for the interview. Oh.
If this match ends before we go off the air, we're going to come right out of here and right up to the Crow's Nest with an interview. We're not going to stop for anything. Look at that judo chop by Kurt Hennig.
Billy Jack is out here cheering on Hennig.
He's exalting the fans to get up.
Right hand to the forehead.
Here on Kurt Hennig. Keep his adrenaline going. Right hand to the jaw to Sheik by Hennig. Here's the Sheik coming at you. Take a good look. Hennig with a right hand to the forearm. Smash. He's trying for a pin. We have a 1, 2. Sheikh Hussein pulls out of it. I don't know how he's done it. He's taken a tremendous amount of punishment. There's a low blow.
Low blow by
Perfectly legal, Don. Perfectly legal.
Legal?
This is, yes, sir. Anything goes in this bout. It's an Iranian death match. You could hit that guy with a ring post and he'd get away with it.
Hennig is really in pain. Now there's another shot.
Sheik seizing the opportunity to try to do away with Hennig, his opponent. Hennig double-crossed him and gave him some of his own medicine.
A mule kick. That was a mule kick by Hennig. And he caught the Sheik where he didn't want to get caught. Well, both men are in a lot of pain. Oh, he's
Here's
going to...
a try for an atomic drop coming at ya.
Oh,
look at the Sheik. Over the top rope, out down to the floor, almost broke his back. Hennig is completely furious.
You bet he is. A lot of this crowd's on their feet right now. Hennig's going to come outside, try to finish the job.
He's throwing a Sheik back in. He wants a pin. Let's get this over with. There's 1 minute remaining. Time enough. Plenty of time for a pin. Sheik double crosses Hennig. Right hand. Just when you think you've got him hurt, he comes back.
Well, it wasn't exactly a right hand, Jack. Those fingers were out.
It doesn't matter, Don. No disqualification. Anything goes. Sheik is rampant. Look at his eyes.
He's raking. He's going to...
He's trying to get into Hennig's eyes, but he's not managing. Kurt got those eyes closed.
Yeah, but he's trying to get that Band-Aid on Hennig's forehead. Boy, I tell you, these guys are just going crazy all over each other.
Forth and back and back. Oh, the people in the first row just got blood all over them.
Look at this. Right,
back and
left.
forth. Almost to the point of exhaustion. Sheik's down, face down. Kurt Hennig having enough presence of mind to get up and for a double drop kick.
Double drop kick that went nowhere.
All they got was air, and both of them hit on the back of the head. The Sheik more so than Hennig. Hennig's trying to... The bell just rang. The TV time limit has expired. A fall apiece. This match is a draw.
What a match this has been. Well, I tell you, the folks really got their money's worth tonight.
Right, Don, I'm going to go over here, Don, if you'll excuse me, Don. I've got to hear my partner back in the dressing room's watching the monitor to get me an interview out here. We're going to close off the show right from here. We're not going to take a break. Give me somebody out here to Crow's Nest we can talk to. Hennig and the Sheik are still going at it out there, going at it strong.
You bet. The official bout ended in a draw, an Iranian death match draw between the Sheik and Kurt Hennig. Here's the announcement. And that was it. Boy, both men just absolutely exhausted. Both men in a lot of pain. Hennig is really frustrated there. He wanted that match awfully bad.
Sheik Abdullah Hussein, he's been cut up. His feelings have been hurt. He's been cut before, but I think he's more mad than anything else. That was a tremendous bout, ladies and gentlemen. Looks like you're going to get a chance to talk to Kurt Hennig. Billy Jack's coming up here with him, too. Kurt's got blood all over him, and it's not even his. Kurt, that was a wild and furious match you just had with the Sheik. You almost had him done in an Iranian death match. I don't think he's ever been held to a draw ever before. That blood you've got over is not even yours.
It's got nothing to do with it. Last night in Eugene, I beat the Sheik for the belt. Oliver came back in and stole the belt from me. I beat the man in the ring. Right in the middle in Eugene. The people that were there saw it. Sheik, you run, you hide, you do what you want, brother. I'm coming after that belt, and I'm going to win it. But it's the last thing I do. I'm going to knock your head off, you...
Now, calm down, calm down.
Sheik, I'm through with your cheap shots. I'm through with Oliver's cheap shots. I put Rose, 654, whatever his number is, out. I've done everything I can do. What more do I have to do? Sheik, I'm going to get the title whether it's the last thing I do, Sheik. That's all I got to say.
Billy Jack.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, he did win the title last night. I don't know what the situation is.
Technicality.
A technicality, but he did win the title, Eugene, but on a technicality, they took it away from him. But he's a tough cookie. He's going to get this man sooner or later. And I want to say, it's my dad's 56th birthday. Dad, happy birthday, and I love you. God bless you.
Wait a minute. You cannot say happy birthday to your father, Billy Jack Sr. over there. Now, you know that. You can't say happy birthday to Billy Jack Sr. because you're not allowed to do that on television.
Happy birthday to Billy Jack Sr. Happy birthday.
We'll see you people next Saturday, right, Don?
Happy birthday. Kids are free next Saturday when admitted by the paid adults. So be here next Saturday. Thanks so much for joining us today. Don Cross along with Dutch Satin saying so long from the Portland Sports Arena. This has been Portland Wrestling. Brought to you in part by Marv Tonkin's Metro Mitsubishi, 118th and Northeast Halsey. Marv Tonkin Ford, 122nd and Northeast Halsey. And by Tom Peterson's two great stores at 82nd and Southeast Foster Road. Directed by Larry Neat.
Stay tuned next for Kung Fu.
You can't get anything done these days without an appointment.
He says he's very sorry, but he can't make it till next week.